John Lusky here, Lusk Archery Adventures. Series testing, successful hunting. Today I'm going to be testing another head by NAP. And man, NAP, New Archery Products, they put out a lot of broadheads. And the other day I was just skimming through their website and saw some that I hadn't even tested, hadn't even heard of. And this was one of them. It's called the Deep Cut. Okay, this is a 100 grain Deep Cut. It's a cut on contact fixed blade, pretty tight profile looking broadhead here, the 100 grain model. So I'm going to put it to the test using my regimen for 2025. And for a detailed description of that and all the tests I do and why I do them, how I do them, how I quantify them and so forth, please check out the video I posted earlier this year called 2025 Broadhead Test Process. For most of the shooting, I'm going to be using my Elite Carbon Eon that I'm just loving. And for the flight testing, I'm going to be using my Killer Instinct LogiX 435 crossbow. For all the shooting, I'm using Bishop Archery arrows and bolts. Let's zoom on in here, check out this deep cut, and then put it to the test. Here's a good look at this broadhead. It's a pretty cool looking head. I love the overall short profile to it. Cut on contact, of course, it's all steel. The materials are all steel. Steel ferrule, steel set screws, steel bleeders, and steel main blade. The overall length beyond the end of the arrow is just under 1 inch, 0.97 inches by my measurement. And the cutting diameter this way is 1 1/16 inches by 3/4 of an inch, which are the same cutting diameters as iron will, if you're familiar with the iron will. And then the blade thickness, they're 0.039 inches thick. So relatively thick blades there. The total cut, if you add that up, is 1.813 inches. Now, one thing I noticed about this one, okay, they make them in both double bevel and single bevel. And I ordered the double bevel because I didn't know the single bevel had come out yet. And this one, okay, there's 3 in a pack. This one, I'm just noticing now, is not sharpened on one side. How weird is that? Like, talk about kind of crappy quality control. So it's sharpened here, but not sharpened this way. So this side is really dull, but this side is sharp. And the other 2 in the pack were normal like that. So I don't know what happened with this one. It was just an oversight on their part. In terms of resharpening, because it has a gentle curve to it, the Stay Sharp Guide C sharpener would be the ideal one to use. That's for both concave and convex heads. Anytime there's a curve to the blade, that C guide is really the best one to use. So really look forward to putting this head to the test and seeing how it performs. The deep cut got the solid 9 ring. It took 153 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 10 on a 10-point scale, plus a proportional bonus of 0.47 points for being under the threshold of 200. It penetrated 8.5 inches. It took an additional 17 grams of force to cut through the wire, which is a 9.66 on a 10-point scale. Plus, it's going to get a 2-point bonus for both the sharpness and the edge retention being under 200 grams. It penetrated through 65 layers. That's really impressive. It's a 9.3 on a 10-point scale. The head is in pristine condition after the 3 shots through the MDF. And the head held up really well after the 2 shots through the steel plate. You can see the tip got a little bit blunted. There's a little bit of edge chatter on the blades, but it really held up well. And then as for the wound channel from these holes, it's just a classic small football-shaped oval that you get from this type of broadhead design. Here it is after all the durability testing, and man, it did a lot better than I was expecting. Of course, it did great through the MDF and did relatively well through the steel plate. I mean, there's just a little bit of edge chatter, but I wasn't expecting it to hold together like this into the center block. It got a little bit of a curve to it. You see that? It bent just a little bit there, but it penetrated pretty deeply into that center block as well. So overall, really impressive durability. So what'd you think? Hey, you know, it performed really well. There wasn't a real flat side to it, except the flat side on one of the edges here, which was just an overlook for them. That's funny. But other than that, it really performed well. I mean, there wasn't a glaring weakness. There's some real strengths to it. You check out the score sheet and see how it performed in the areas that might matter to you the most, and see if it might be a good fit for you and your bow and arrow setup and your hunting needs. And stay tuned for the overall cumulative score, as well as the corresponding Lusk grade. And stay tuned for a list of all the discount codes that I can offer just to help you save some money as you purchase your next Broadheads. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to seeing you next time.